Hello, my name's Chris, this is Blue Kraken Gaming, and welcome back to Stellaris, where if you are enjoying the series, I would ask that you please consider leaving a like, a comment, or a subscription. Any or all help the channel grow, and they help get it out in front of other people, so thank you very much to those of you that do that. Now, in our last episode, we were racing towards the checkpoints we wanted to get to defend our empire, and we've managed to get this one up here, which I'm very pleased with. And we are trying to get down to probably this one here, but I don't know if we'll make it. We have started some First Contact events. We haven't actually formally introduced ourselves to any alien races other than this Fallen Empire, which happened in the very first episode. But the new races we are trying to get into contact with and figure out what's going on. You need to be... I need the influence for that. So let's get time going. Run it up to fast again. So, our economy, the energy is starting to dip, but one of these, I think it was this one, yeah, is going to be a power planet for us once we actually start getting some people on board. Because at the moment we haven't got anyone working any technician jobs. So, we haven't got anyone making any... I'm going to say money, because energy credits are... They're basically money, but you can either generate them by producing energy, or basically power, or you can do them through trade, which is a commerce sort of setup. They're both as good as each other. I normally quite like trade because if you go into it as a mega corporation who's a government type, you can actually get it to generate like other resources as well, like consumer goods or Unity. So it's really useful. Right, however, what research do we want here? I'm thinking, seeing as we're going to have... Or do I want to start looking at combat? Do I really want to start looking at combat? I think we might need to. I think I'm going to go for the improved deflectors, because I'm concerned about our... allies. Well, not allies, the people we're meeting. Right, let's get... leave B for now. Have I got... Yes, I have. Right, so we'll get that being built, and then we're going to reinforce that fleet as much as we can. Okay, new scientist has gained statecraft, and we've discovered a terraforming candidate. A detailed survey of Muscadia 2 has revealed that it may once have supported life in the distant past. There are significant deposits of frozen water at the polar ice caps, and beneath the planet's surface, the existence of a valley of networks suggests that the water may have flowed freely. Terraforming the planet would theoretically be possible, but we do not yet have the technology to do so. Okay, that's handy to know. It's all the way over here. That's going to be outside of our borders. You know, unless we choose to try and close it up and around, but I'm not worried about that at the moment. This is telling us we're going to run out of energy credits in a year, but I'm not worried about that because we can sell other stuff if we need to. Right, okay. Oh, we have detected the presence of a pre-space alien civilization on Nugan 2 in the Nugan system. Atmospheric contaminants and the light pollution visible from orbit are consistent with a densely populated machine-age society. They appear to have mastered air travel, and the factories are mass-producing goods at their cities. We suggest setting up an observation post. So it's a similar kind of setup we've got for having... Oh, beautiful. Are we going to be able to get here? It says lacking 54. Let's head in that direction. Okay, we've got a new tech we can try and get. I think the standardised Corvette patterns, because it's going to make our Corvettes cheaper to build, which is always good. And that'll apply to frigates as well when we get to them. Okay, encounter at Beals. We've made first contact with mysterious aliens in the Beals system. We're calling them Phi aliens, so we're getting into more aliens that we've got to worry about. We need 47 influence, and then I think we can slow down, and then we can just start focusing on our own borders. How is our energy colony going? We don't have anyone here yet. Okay. So for that, I'm just going to sell a chunk of those. Strategic resources. So there's rare crystals in that system, whichever one it was. That's fine. So what I've done is I've just sold 1,000 minerals, because we're making a healthy amount of those, to fund our energy credits and keep us going. And it's nice that you can do that on the fly. Oh, communications established with the Alliance of Hif. Okay, so they are pacifist materialist. I think we're materialists, aren't we? I'm sure I set us up to be materialists. We are, which means we should get along quite nicely with these guys. Greetings from the Alliance of Hif. The first speaker, Vak Batorak, is our elected representative, and in truth all citizens have a voice in our government. We strive to better ourselves through technology, a desire we hope you will respect, and cooperation will surely benefit us all. Okay, so where are they? They're up there. Okay, that's fine. So, that gave us a chunk of influence, so I'm going to set that building there. And that's going to be the end there. The concern we've got is we've got border friction because these two are going to butt up against each other. So now I've got that going, I'm going to go into policies. I'm going to change our diplomatic stance because if we're expansionist, you can see there, our outposts are cheaper, colonies develop faster, but our border friction is plus 100%, which means we're expanding aggressively and other races don't like that. They find it sort of like we're encroaching on their territory. So I'm actually going to change it to cooperative. So it improves our diplomatic weight. Our envoy to improve relations works better. It reduces our border friction instead of doubling the penalty for it. But the operation cost and operation upkeep are increased. So that's to do with spying. So, but I do want to do that. And I want to come to HIF. And I would like to improve our relations immediately. And then let's form a non-aggression pact. And a commercial pact, because that's going to help with money. I don't want to do research yet because I don't know who that's going to work better with. We want to establish an embassy because that's just a free good thing. Okay, let's see how that goes from there. So they like the embassy idea. So that immediately lets us see their borders. We've got a commercial pact. We've got the non-aggression pact. Lovely. And they're going to start trusting us more and we're going to start getting along nicely together, which is exactly what I wanted to see. That's really nice. We've got a friendly person right next to us like that. Beautiful. So that is now going to be the extent of that border. So we want to upgrade that. Okay, negotiations. So that's our government type changing over who is in charge. So now we want to start focusing internally and filling in these gaps. So, where do we want to set up next? I'm thinking this is a nice system to try and get, because we've got some alloys, some minerals, and some energy credits, which we're in dire need of. Population capital. So that doesn't have any housing at the moment. Okay, so we need to... Oh, by investigating. Oh. Okay, hang on. Whoa, what? Oh, we've got an archaeological site there. Okay, do we have... Where's our nearest science ship? So you're there. You're there. You're over there. Alright, so you actually are probably our closest one. Right, let's try and get that cleared. Okay. And we'll see what we can dig up from that. We've got a nice set of planets we can start trying to inhabit now as well, which is good. But the problem I have whenever I play Stellaris is I tend to try and immediately settle every planet I can. And that normally crashes my consumer goods. So I'm going to try and not do that this time to see whether I can avoid the consumer goods crashing. Right, you need to be a combat... Oh, actually, need to be for now. No, I don't want the gun batteries. I want the hangar bays. And we will do, yeah, sublet speed decrease. Okay. We can also replace these with the hangar bays. And I don't know why, but the hangar bays are worth a lot more combat-wise than anything else. Which mean the AI are a lot more reluctant to attack into that station. Okay, we've got a tradition we can get. So what can we get? Starbase capacity. Upgrade cost. I'm going to go for this one. Defense armies now produce unity, because that is a good thing. Having our defense armies produce unity, because it means they are going to speed everything else up for us. And considering, what is it, this one? There we go, it's an agri world. We've got this one starting to produce defense armies for us. Just going to build a district there, make sure that's all sorted. Factory world, you need some, so let's build some houses for you. We've got a new contact. We've received a communique from a previously unknown space-faring empire that call themselves the Independent Traich Coalition. They claim to have learned our existence by listening on the communications of another empire we have contact with. So who are these guys? Egalitarians, so we'll get on with them on that angle. They are militarists. Okay, so the inverse of our friends that we're next to. But we're still aligned on the egalitarian side. And I represent the Traich Coalition, our elected leader, Commissary General Rish No Water. Hopes for peaceful relations with your people, but know that we are more than capable of defending our way of life. And we greet you as equals and friends, star travellers, because we're a nice, friendly people. And where are they? Okay, they're the other side. But seeing as they're militarist and they're pacifist, they're going to not get along brilliantly well. They don't want to establish an embassy, and we don't know why. Okay. How are our friends here? They are superior fleet to us. I'm actually going to form a defensive pact with them. So if either of us are attacked, the other one comes to help. I'm going to offer a migration treaty. They want a research proposal. Right, so let's have a look. It's better when they propose it to you because you can find stuff out. So, we will learn no physics and we'll gain 5 society and 5 engineering. And we will be giving away the equivalent of 1 society and 2 engineering. Well, we're definitely better off for that. So that will help us catch up. We definitely want that. But this all gives a hit on our influence, which is going to slow down our expansion. But that's kind of okay now I've got the chokeholds down. Okay, we've got a tech. Clear the tile blockers. Let's increase our society research speed. Got another new contact. Here we go. They're all trickling in. This time from the Sacred Lathrapian Council. That worries me. Sacred. I think they're going to be religious. They claim to have learned of our existence by listening on the communications with another empire. Yeah, look, spiritualist. There we go. Spiritualists are the inverse of technologists, which is what we are. So we won't get along on that angle. We are egalitarian, so we'll get along on that angle because I think, yeah, we're egalitarian. And they're xenophile, so they try and get along with everyone. Okay. The High Inquisitor Baram Den Varthrag and the rest of the religious council bid you greetings. We provide spiritual guidance to the Sacred Lathrapian Council, and our stated goal is to lead this great nation on a path to salvation. We would be honoured if your great species join us on this journey, and we will greet them as equals and friends. We've also heard from the Queptilium Order. Okay, so 2 of them. Another xenophile, another spiritualist, and this one's authoritarian, so that's the inverse, so we're not going to get along with these guys very well at all. Well met, alien. I represent the Queptilium Order, led by the illustrious Archprophet Trunk of Ashvatha. We rule our region of space under a divine mandate, and so long as you do not interfere with our spiritual affairs, we look forward to learning more about your culture. And again, we're going to start off trying to be nice. Oh, blimey, they're all flowing in. The Unified Sondarthan Religions. I'm not going to reread this again. But again, pacifist, they won't want to go, but fanatic spiritualists, they are going to be completely the inverse of us. Again, we're going to try and be nice to start with, but that's suddenly become a busy part of the galaxy. Right, let's start researching some of these because we've hit our expansion. Oh, who wants an embassy? You do. Yes, go for that. No problem with embassies. No problem with embassies at all. Solar Sailor. An interesting... So that gives us a chunk of engineering. So, we've discovered an abandoned solar sail ship in orbit around Wetich 1. The sublight vessel was built by an unknown culture and appears to be several thousand years old. One of the massive sails has a large tear where some kind of object passed through. Most likely a meteoroid which appears to have disabled the vessel. Although the technology on the ship is severely outdated, it does possess some interesting engineering design choices. So we get a chunk of engineering tech, which is nice. We've got new tech we can pick up. I'm going to take the energy credit one because we need that. Wow, okay, that snuck up on me. Let's sell a chunk more minerals. Okay, let's also continue to upgrade our fleet. Let's get an admiral for them. Ship weapon range is good. Okay, more tech. What have we got? That's the Corvette patterns. Right. Oh, robotics. Robotics is good, but they can only do basic jobs at the moment. But it would double the speed we're making or producing population. I normally quite like robots, but they're better when they get to being synths. I think at the moment, right now, I'm gonna want. Let's go just for the safe, faster research. It's not sexy, not exciting, but it's a safe option. Okay. So that's ticking over at the moment. I need this one to really start pulling itself together. Okay, let's pull. Where are my two science ships? I've got one there. Let's pull this one back. Okay. And you are going to start going back through all of the anomalies we've got in our space and trying to tidy them up. To try and basically find out what is going on with all of them. So I'm just going to queue that up. There we go. None down south. Okay. That's fine. And then we will find out what's going on with all of those, because they can be additional resources or other various interesting pieces of kit around. Okay, archaeological dig site. So, this is the crashed slaver ship on our home planet. During the mutiny, the slaver ship that carried us to Polvan was badly damaged. After the crash, our first priority was survival, and other than stripping the ship for resources, we gave it little thought. But now the time has come to uncover the secrets of our former masters. To do so, it will be necessary to restore power to the ship's central computer. As a first step, our Thermalaran engineers rigged a series of solar cells to the ship's outer hull. The command consoles in the bridge are now operational, and unfortunately the engineering deck was sealed off during the crash. Breaking through the blast doors won't be easy. Okay. So we get a chunk of engineering research, and now this just continues on and tries to figure out what's going on with it. Cool. So we'll let that carry on. Let's have a look at our next expansion. So, comet sighted, acknowledged. Where can... Okay, let's have a look. Oh, we've got a Gaia planet. Okay, not within our borders yet. Okay, alright. Let's look at the colonizable ones. So these are the ones within our borders that we can get to. So, what do we have? We've got an ocean world. I mean, that one looks quite nice as a mineral world. But we don't really have anyone that could survive there very well. We've got these two. 12 and a 16. Oh, that's a tomb world. That one's not good. That could be another energy world if we need it to be. Bubbling Swamp's nice. What else do we have? Rare deposits. Hang on, rare deposits. No. Show me the world. Don't try and colonize it yet. Show me the world. Rare deposits. What's... Hang on. That said it had rare deposits, didn't it? Right. Expansion planner. So this lists all the planets we can go to. 1. Rare deposits. Samsharam. Is that where I am? Yeah. What are these rare deposits you've got? Oh, max mote harvesting. There we go. Okay, so that will get mote harvesting, and that will get us... Okay, alright, this would be quite a good one to go for. So, let's send over someone that is... Worker resource pop output. That'll be a good one to put there. Yep. And we can make that a mining world. And just give us a ton of minerals there, and when we clear off the words are escaping me. When we clear off the tile blockers, we'll get access to better resources, which are good on there. Right, so that one's told us it's found some exotic gases, which is fine. You can do that. We need 11 more. We'll have that in a second. Right, you get that outpost. Right, we don't have Starhold tech, that's fine. Okay, but we haven't found anyone hostile towards us yet. I mean, these guys are quite friendly. Yeah. Yeah. I don't suppose you'll want to work for us, will you? No. Right, okay. Yeah, let's bring up this gas ship. And that's what you found. Where was that? So if we go to our situation log. Where is it? Track on map. Oh, down there. Oh yeah, we're not getting that. Not for a little while. Okay, we'll turn that off then. Although actually, can you just... yeah, research. And then continue. Just let that do it there. Okay, that's fine. Because normally you can get something interesting out of that one. Right, archaeological site. There we go. Say this much for the Minimar specialised industries. The slave-holding scum know how to safeguard their secrets. Prying open the ship's blast doors has proven a monumental task. The few laser cutters we possess were designed for low-scale mining operations. Only by tunnelling up from the deck below was the team able to make any progress. Themlara engineers are now hard at work restoring power to the rest of the ship's systems. Excellent! Okay. So does that say it's cleared some ship's debris? Because if so, that would be amazing. I mean, I kind of still need to... Oh, hang on. Oh. Oh, okay, alright. Well, let's build some of those to at least get some housing. Yeah, because I'd need to upgrade that. Okay, alright. Because we don't have city districts. Okay, that's interesting. Right, Agri-World. Are you meant to be an Agri-World? I suppose you could be. I mean, you're primarily meant to be a defense world with, you know, whatever else we need. Right, okay. We need to sell some of that because that snuck up on me. We've got new tech. Excellent. Let's get more minerals, seeing as we're selling so many of them. And now we have a situation, energy shortage. So because we actually physically ran out, it gives us an issue. And it basically says the active effect we currently have is our researcher output has dropped, our diplomatic weight has dropped. And we can basically maintain as we are, but this is going to stay there until we get rid of this situation, which is a problem. Or we can cut scientific investment to try and reduce the output. Now, what I'm going to do to try and avoid that happening again is I'm going to say, sell this. I don't know, we're producing 69. Sell, no, that's too many. Sell, I don't know, we're 34 short. Sell 50 a tick. There we go. Right, see if that balances us out just to try and stop it running down at the moment. Okay, -1. I mean, that's just going to have to do for the moment. However, we're running short on consumer goods, but that's fine. We're going to build an industrial district here. Okay, in a masterful display of engineering, the team under the science officer Sant Onia has managed to gently raise the derelict ship on Boe 3 to the gas giant's upper atmosphere. Despite its age, the ancient cruiser is in remarkably good condition. And we have restored power to its systems. No trace of the original crew remains, but we have brought over our own and commissioned the slipped ship to our fleet. Excellent. And we've got a new encounter. Okay, but that's got us this cruiser. So we have a free cruiser out of it. Which has way more power than what we've currently got at the moment. So, yeah. Can we merge these? No. Okay. But either way, you can still come home. So you can see that one cruiser is worth like as much as our entire fleet at the moment. So that was a very good find to get. Come on. I need this generator world to start pulling its weight.
System geology charted.
Okay, that's more done there. That's fine. Now, I have a question. Have you automatically put down... You haven't automatically put down that observation post. So let's go and put those down. We've got a new archaeological site. A new encounter. So our Themlaran engineers have managed to restore power to the ship's computer core. A significant chunk of hardware was damaged in the crash, and it should be possible to repair, but doing so means pulling even more of a strain on our already overburdened science team. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So it slows down their engineering research. It says remove ship debris. Okay. So we do that. And it's clearing these, but it's still not giving us more city districts. Okay. Kind of really want city districts. Okay, alright, fine. That's interesting with the home side. Okay, so we've got factory worlds here. Let's give you guys a gene clinic, because that's going to increase your pop production. Oh, we didn't pick a science. So what have we got? Energy subsidies and the energy grid. So that is going to give us a specialised building that's going to improve our energy production. Right, lost in space. The signal we intercepted was a distress call from a ship in orbit around Yushokan 4. So this is this science ship here coming back to find out the anomaly. The ship was not giving off any heat signatures and seems to be drifting. A special project has been issued to investigate what happened to the crew. Cool, figure it out. Yeah, come back round to that. Okay, communications. Oh dear. From the Avarian Devourers. They sound like a friendly bunch. They appear to have successfully translated our language. Diplomatic channels are now open and all hostilities are ceased between the moment. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so they are materialist. We could get along on that front. But they're fanatic militarists. Okay. I bring greetings from an emperor. Lovely, the undisputed ruler. Respect the borders. Yeah, saber rattling. And we've got much to learn. And where are you? They're that side. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so they're already racing down here. Okay, so that's going to be our... That's going to be where they get to us with. Fine. Lovely. Let's, you know, let's just put another defense platform on that one, because I feel like if we're going to go under attack, it's going to be from that side. Fine. Oh, strange readings. Yeah, research that, because that's someone out in the sticks that's found something. Okay, so we've now got another building here. We're short on homes, so it feels weird. I never really do this, but I'm going to build the luxury residence, because that's going to just give us some extra population housing, which we desperately need, seeing as we can't make city districts. Okay, a view of home. Our observation post is now in orbit around Corordia 4. This one here. From this vantage point, we can celebrate the successes of our kin, and if necessary, help them mitigate their challenges. As we move forward, a new question presents itself. Should we leave them in peace, or help them reach the stars? Both choices carry their risks and their rewards. Okay, understood. So what can we do with this? So this is our observation post. We're currently doing passive observation. So we're just watching, not doing anything. We can't cloak. Increase awareness, spread dissemination, plant advanced knowledge, indoctrinate society, infiltrate government. I'm kind of just happy to watch those at the moment. I don't need to steer them in any way. Observation insights. Okay, that's interesting. Right, let's have a look at these. So observation insights. So we collect insights. Once we gather enough insights and encounter a breakthrough event, we will have collected enough data for an insight technology. Okay. observation station produces fish. We're investigating more into gaining insights at the cost of... Oh, I'll do that. I'm more interested in... Yeah, in getting those insights than having the small amount of society tech we get out of it. Right, this crew of the ISS Illufinir, the crew has succeeded in isolating the signal embedded within the unusual pattern of interference in this system. The signal is a song, a complex sonification of an advanced mathematical equation, to be precise. One that the science feathers of knowledge cannot seem to get out of their head. Who or what may have composed this song remains unknown, though its complexity infers an incredible level of technological sophistication regarding subspace harmonics. The signal's geodesies suggest a point of origin from outside our galaxy. Curious. Right. Chunk of tech and stuff there. However, now we're finding out who's in the neighbourhood. I'm going to wrap it up here at the moment because I've just checked our little clock. But as usual, likes, comments, subscriptions, they help the channel grow. They help it get out in front of other people. So thank you very much to do that. As with... I think I've mentioned this in a couple of the episodes, other episodes. I'm not a Stellaris expert. By all means, don't look at this as a how-to guide. But if you have advice or comments on things you think I'm doing wrong or other stuff I need to watch out for, please do drop those comments below. I do read all the comments, and I would love that kind of feedback. But other than that, thank you all to my patrons. Don't forget, patrons, you do get access to the Satisfactory and the Stranded Deep save files, so you can explore those worlds in and on your own. But other than that, thank you all very much for joining me. I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you all next time.